So let's talk about the quick search feature on ZBrush for iPad. Now I have a project open over here. And let's say I want to search quickly around my UI for a feature, a brush or something. Now we have this little button right over here on top of our palette button that says quick search. The moment I open that up, the first thing you'll notice is that there's a bunch of stuff here. You probably won't see this the first time you open it. This is just the most recent searches and interactions that I've had with the quick search feature. Now you can start by typing in using either your Apple keyboard, or if you don't have an Apple keyboard and tap on that search bar, your virtual keyboard will appear. Now I'm using a keyboard and I'll show you why in just a second. The moment I type in something, I don't know, let's say Dynamesh, for example, everything in ZBrush that has the wording Dynamesh will appear down below. This also means that not only can you see where that particular sub palette in this case or button is located, you can also click that and it will access it automatically. And this is because this button that I just clicked is actually a sub palette. Now, if I want to turn on Dynamesh directly from the quick search, I can also do that. And I just need to tap that and you can see it's going to prompt me to actually freeze my subdivisions, and Dynamesh is now turned on. Another thing that we can do is search for not only features and not only sliders and buttons, but you can actually search for brushes. So I'm going to type in, for example, extractor. And the moment I start typing in, you can see that not only do we have alpha options, which is usually on the alpha palette, but also we have the brushes themselves. So if I click on this extractor, you can see now that my brush switched from my standard brush to the extractor brush. Another thing that we can do is by using our keyboard. If you're using a keyboard, using our arrow keys, I can go up and down this list and stack of features, brushes, and buttons. And then by pressing left and right, I can turn on and off or actually activate certain things. So let's say, for example, I go back to my Dynamesh. So before, when I opened the quick search bar, the latest features that I've interacted using this quick search will appear up here on the top. And then you're going to go through and you can see all of your history interacting with the quick search palette. Now I can go up and down with my arrow keys and then press left and right to actually engage with that feature. I can turn on and off Dynamesh by pressing the left and right arrows, as you can see over here. And I can access my subpalettes by pressing return. Now, if you don't have that, you can also obviously just use your fingers and your Apple Pencil Pro. Now, another cool feature about the quick search is that you can undock this, and now it's a floating tray that ZBrush can open up in conjunction with other palettes over here, or your subtool palette, or whatever you want. You can customize, obviously, this tray bar, but this is just a cool, neat feature that allows you not only to browse through the menus, but then also search for those menus. So like, for example, if I go back to my Dynamesh browsing and then I tap Dynamesh, it's just gonna open up yet another palette over here temporarily. Okay, if I go back, you can see I'm back in my quick search palette. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.